Give me your name and what you do.
Hi, I'm Tomas from At the Gates, and I'm a vocalist.
Okay. Give me the brief story of At the Gates. I mean, there's so much unanswered questions here.
Well, yeah, we've been around for a while, from like 1990. I think the band was formed in 1990, and has since then released one mini CD and four actual CDs, which are all the three first ones are only available on import here. So I think we're a pretty new band for the US actually.
Okay. Believe it or not, your CD, one of your CDs, the red one,
The Red in the Sky Sours. Yeah.
yeah, it came out on the Chicago label called Grindcore
Oh yeah.
several years ago.
Yeah, that's pretty. That was like it's still a very underground release. So I don't expect a lot of people to have that. I think Slaughter of the Soul is like kind of our US debut anyway. We're trying to get some new kind of deal for the earlier albums. Set up a new deal for them.
So generally, what's the deal with all the labels?
You mean which labels we've been on, or?
So many of them.
Yeah, I mean the first one was Dolores, which they changed the name to Black Sun later on, and they're really an underground label. So you can say that that was more like a demo, but on vinyl and CD. So it looked more professional. But Peaceful, I mean, yeah, it was probably Peaceful we were at for the longest time, and I mean, then they were bought up by Music for Nations, and that caused a lot of confusion, and then that's why we changed to Earache Records, which is like our home base now, and that's the first record label we felt really confident with.
So what basically happened with Peaceville? I mean, you've been with them for some time. Peaceville,
Yeah.
Death, whatever.
Yeah, this is all the same thing. Those record companies, but it's I mean, they were treating us fairly good. I mean, but they didn't have the money or the resources and time to go around to help us. The way we wanted to be. We didn't get any tours or shit like that. They never supported us. But I mean, I think they tried. They really did. But then when they were brought up by Music for Nations, I think they kind of lost it somewhere because Music for Nations didn't know at all what we were about. They're not a death metal label at all. So we felt left out on that one. So we wanted to be on a label that we're really behind the album. And Eric really believes in what we do now. So it's like one big team, Earache and At the Gates.
So why Earache?
I don't know. They were like one of the first offers actually. We got some other offers, but I think Earache was the most serious one. We're actually like because of the music, you know what I mean, and not just like some other labels had some offers, but they were more. Oh, we can sell these and these amount of records. They're okay band. Underground band. Let's sell these amount of records. Earache, I know they have bigger plans. I think they really want to push this. So, we just felt confident with the label, with the label Earache.
The new record, very heavy, very very good record.
Nice.
Tell me everything about it.
Ooh, well, I mean, Slaughter of the Soul is. I guess it's our biggest piece of art yet. I think it's like we put so much effort into it, so much rehearsing, a lot of hours of songwriting, and I don't know. We just felt that this is a time to prove that we were forced to be reckoned with in a way. And if we didn't put out this record now, I think we would be fucked basically. Yeah, for us it's we feel we're finally reached the balance between this the aggressive feelings on the record and the melody, all the catchiness in a way, and I think the balance and the more structured songs are the most important basic elements on this record, which differs from the rest of their albums, I think.
Yeah, I came across quite a few reviews on the new record, and everyone is extremely positive.
Yeah, they are.
Do you see that type of feedback on the road now?
Yeah, and I mean, we're getting. I mean, Europe has always been good for us, but I mean, we're breaking there too now. We have a breaking point right now, and it's like I see the album really going somewhere in Europe, which is awesome as well. But in the US, we were always an underground band, and now it's. Well, we saw the reviews. Everybody's like, all the industry people were picking up on it totally. They were getting into it like mad. But we know, that was fine because we really believed in the album. It felt good that they understood what we had done. But you never know about the fans how they will react. But now we on the road is the reaction is awesome. The crowd it really feels good to because that's what really counts. I think the reviews and stuff is that's more like it of course is flattering, but I mean the fans are what's important actually.
Yeah. Well, the Swedish bands like Entombed and Unleashed have done extremely well in the U.S. in the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah, we heard a lot of good things about the U.S. like from all our friends in bands like that, like Dismember and all that. So we're so glad to finally be able to come over here, and it's been a while since we started. So first US tour 1996. I mean, people may think it's bad, but I mean for us we're happy to be here. Morbid Angel is like the best way to break it in, I think, as well. With them in the U.S.
What would you say the lyrics are dealing with, since you're the singer?
Well, they're very written from a very personal point of view. I can say that they're very frustrated lyrics, frustrated with the society of today and like people and their thoughts and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not the kind of guy who preaches with the lyrics and try to convince people that they're wrong and I'm right, and that is kind of bullshit. I think we just felt that to be able to sing and to do the music and everything with such aggression and feeling into it, you have to believe in what you sing. So I have to sing and write lyrics from my heart and what I really believe in. So I think that they're very honest lyrics, and I really stand for them all the way.
Okay, the name At the Gates, very unusual name for a death metal band, or perhaps any band.
Yeah.
Is there a lyrical context, or something?
Not really, with the band right now. I think we just wanted a name that sounded like a death metal name, but still were kind of a bit weirder, but without being all pompous and pretentious. It was still really down to earth name, but it's still I think it's a catchy name because you remember it, but it's not too long and too intricate either. It still has this death metal feel to it. I don't know, it's just a name.
Swedish scene. I mean, we had Entombed, Dismember, Unleash. We got At the Gates. Well, what else should we know about it at this point?
Yeah, there's so many bands in Sweden. It's a lot of young bands breaking out as well. We have Dissection, Dr. Quality, Desultory, Seance, all these bands fighting for their lives. There's so much good music, and we always got along with everybody as well. It's a very positive scene. I mean, there's always bullshit within the scene, but I mean, we never really noticed too much of that. Not too much shit talk going on around At the Gates actually. So we're very happy with the Swedish scene. It's an inspiring environment, I think, for us. Because I mean, if you have a lot of bands that are really good around you in your neighborhood towns and stuff like that, I mean, you try harder to be better yourself, and it's not a competition, but it's still it's a healthy kind of inspiring thing.
Okay, now since you're in the US, you probably noticed that there's hardly any networks for metal these days. Zero TV, hardly any radio. I mean, do you find it hard to break in the United States as opposed to Europe, where probably there's a lot more networks to plug your music in?
In Europe, it's so much. I mean, they have all these magazines that are really big, and you have MTV, Headbangers Ball, you got Viva TV in Germany, which supports metal all the way and all that. But I mean, you can't really kill the underground scene, because that's where metal is, and that's what it's all about. And I think in the US, I think it's harder work to break in the US. But I mean, the way you got to do it in the US, I think is you got to tour to spread your name around. So we are starting, but I mean, we don't look at it like metal is dead here or anything. It's the crowd and everything is still as big. The scene is still as big. It's just the bigger magazines and the bigger radio stations, TV stations think it's ugly now and something like that. I don't know, but I mean, who cares? Fuck them.